welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. I am the Chariot, and this will be, oh, excuse me, this will be your timeless general read for anyone with a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. So whenever you find this, you're meant to find this. And before I get started and I start shuffling, I do want to kick it off with a prayer. Our Father, the sky, hear us and make us strong. Our Mother, the earth, hear us and give us support. O Spirit of the East, send us your wisdom. O Spirit of the South, may we tread your path of life. O Spirit of the West, may we always be ready for the long journey. O Spirit of the North, purify us with your cleansing winds. That is a soothed prayer that my dearest friend Nigel sent to me. So, amen. While I shuffle, I do want to let you know, Leo, that I am starting to do giveaways. In order to qualify for the giveaway, all that you have to do is like and leave a comment, and your comment could just be, I liked and I left a comment. At the end of the month and on the first of the month, I will be announcing the winners. I'll just put everyone's names who left a comment into one of those little random generators, and we'll announce the winners on the first. The giveaway will be for $150, cold hard electronic cash, so Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you prefer to receive it. For those who do not win the monthly giveaways, I will be doing a quarterly giveaway. The next one will be right before Christmas, so we would all love some additional cash, I'm sure, for $250. Okay? All right, and again, in order to qualify for that, you just have to like and leave a comment below. I think right now I only have like 3 comments, so the odds are definitely in your favor, Leo. All right, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get this kicked off. I am doing a 5-card spread. I'll also be pulling some oracle cards for y'all, so this one may be a little bit over 20 minutes. I've been trying to keep them under 20 minutes, but just we'll do tarot first, and then at the end, if you're still interested, you can check out the oracle reads. And I'll be doing ancestor oracle reads, so messages from your ancestors. All right, Spirit said that is enough shuffling, child. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start, your most recent past, Leo, is the 6 of Swords. Current listen is the Empress. Love to see it. The future position is the 9 of Wands. Divine influence is the 7 of Pentacles. What you don't see coming is the 4 of Wands. Love, love, love that. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, the Prince of Wands, and the Princess of Wands, or the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So we'll take all 4 of those, and I will get to those in a second. Okay, so to start, in the most recent past, you were divinely guided to move away towards something. Now, with all of the wands that are here, it could be, you know, because I'm getting a little bit of a love reading, but, you know, I do want to take a step outside of the love for a second. It may be how you take action towards things, or whether or not you weren't taking any action, right? We are currently, when I record this, there are a lot of planets in retrograde. I believe there's 6 of them. And so it does not surprise me if lately you've been feeling a little lazy, right? But I'm getting that Spirit has divinely guided you away from that. And I say that because your present energy is the Empress. What's also coming to me with this Empress that they want me to point out is the Empress isn't very much action oriented. She fully recognizes that she is capable of manifesting, sitting back on her throne and letting the abundance come to her. Okay? So when I say that you may be looking at this time at, like, you know, I want to start a business, or I want to start this new creative project, or I want to go back to school, or whatever it is, right? For some of you, I'm hearing I want to have a baby, right? Sometimes it's when we're trying to manifest something, um, there's a period of time where you have to sit back and let your manifestations come to you, and being in Empress energy is absolutely perfect for that, right? Because she recognizes, I am the Empress, I have already ascended my throne, right? Whatever battle or whatever that I had to go through, and I say battle because we had the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, whatever battle or challenge that I had to go through is now over. Spirit has moved me into calmer waters. Now I can sit back and just flow with the universe and manifest whatever it is that I'm trying to manifest, right? Now, your future position of the Nine of Wands, I definitely do want to clarify this. It tells me that there's still a little bit of conflict somewhere, that you're feeling, that you'll feel a little wounded by. So I definitely want to clarify this. Your overall influence of the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is a heavy, heavy thinking card. This is, what is it? What are the actions or the steps that I need to take in order to manifest my dreams? What, versus how much energy do I put into something, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles is, what he's really thinking is like, okay, I did all this hard work, I planted all these seeds, like, now that the harvest is here, did I net what I wanted to net, right? Like, that's what I'm getting off of this Seven of Pentacles, and that's the overall energy that you're in. It's kind of just like, how much energy do I give to what, what you don't see coming is the Four of Wands, which is celebration, right? This is, it's also, for those of you where pregnancy is something that you're trying to manifest, this is a very much so. Alright, sorry about that. I'm actually, so if you didn't realize, I did not record for the last week, and it's because I had came down with a cold, the regular cold, not the C word. And so I'm still kind of battling that out. So I sincerely apologize. I don't think this incense that I have burning is helping either. Anyways, this Four of Wands is also giving me halfway to marriage. So for those of you where pregnancy was something that you were thinking about, this tells me that your goals will be successful. Again, I am seeing and feeling work. I'm also seeing and feeling conflict. So we'll see what that is. I will say on my own side, I have struggled with fertility in the past. And a lot of times when we are trying to manifest a baby, for example, as women at least, and I'm talking to both divine feminines and divine masculines, we can put a lot of pressure, undue pressure on ourselves when Spirit is asking us to stand in flow energy and respect divine timing. Now, with the Four of Wands being in what you don't see coming, divine timing is here. Okay, you are being fully supported by the universe at this time. So, did want to note that. Before I clarify, the bottom of the deck of the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. What's interesting to me, so the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are a true pair. They're not exactly the most loving pair, which is why it's giving me more of, remember I was saying someone who's trying to look at their actions, and how much energy that you put into something. I'm getting a very heavy sense here of someone also taking a step further and saying, when am I in my divine feminine energy of receiving? Because as divine feminines, we are the receiver. And when am I in my divine masculine energy of action, right? Or giving or doing. And that's going to be really, really important for you at this time. With the Page of Wands here and with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands here, again, I'm getting both because the Page of Wands can be an immature energy of like adventure time, I'm just going to go out there and see what's happening, right? Whereas the Knight of Wands is more, there's more bravado, there's more oomph behind. So again, it's giving me that duality between when am I in Page energy, when am I in Knight energy, when am I in Queen energy, when am I in Empress energy. Okay, you very heavily looking at that at this time. Also, that doesn't surprise me just because it is Virgo season when I am recording this, and Virgo season is absolutely all about work and effort, right? Virgos love to work themselves, child. Okay, so we're going to get things kicked off. I'm going to shuffle these first, actually, and then pull a couple cards on each, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. Overall, I think that this is a beautiful reading. I think it's wow. This card does not belong in this deck, but since it's there, we're going to take it. You got the clarifying the Six of Swords. You have the Chariot, which I love to see that. Again, very fast forward movement, right? Making a decision to follow your guides, follow your intuition, and move in a new direction. Is what the Chariot and the Six of Swords say together. This is something that you very quickly moved away from, Leo. Right, we're going to split the deck, take off the top. Alright, for the Empress, you have, with the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups. With the Empress, you have the Strength card. With the Four of Wands, you have Temperance. It came out in the reverse, actually. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles reverse, the Hanged Man upright, and the Hermit. Your divine feminine energy at this time is really, really strong. You could also be dealing with a fire sign, or you could have fire heavily aspected in your chart. There's a lot of Leo, Aries, Sag energy here on the table. Sag, double Sag here for me with the Nine of Wands and the Temperance card. The Nine of Wands also is a Sagittarius card. So, but take it as it resonates. There's actually, there's only one cup card. So every sign is here on the table. But water sign very, very much, which tells me that you're not highly focused on your emotions at this time. You're more thinking about your next step moving forward. The Seven of Pentacles being clarified with the Five of Cups. What's interesting is this Five of Cups is pinging off of the Six of Swords and the Chariot that's in the past. You may have walked away or moved away from something and you're not quite seeing or feeling the warm and fuzzies about that quite yet, Leo. Right now you're still heavily thinking about, like, did I make the right decision? Now, I will tell you with the Empress, the Strength card, the Four of Wands, and Temperance, you did. Especially if you were divinely guided to move away from something, whether that was a person, a job, a habit, right? I don't see the devil on the table. The devil sometimes gives me bad habits. But whatever it was, Six of Swords, Chariot tells me Spirit wanted you to make that decision, right? So that's first. But you may not be seeing the rewards of that decision. And so there's still kind of this like, did I not make the right decision? You did, Leo. Take this as confirmation. Your subconscious of the Four of Wands with Temperance in the reverse is interesting to me. Temperance in the reverse always gives me impatience. Temperance is all about being patient with alchemy, balancing out your emotional side with your fire, so your emotional body with your physical body, right? So our emotions versus our actions is what the Temperance angel in the upright is talking about. And that is alchemy, that is transformation, that is ascendance, right? Or ascension, excuse me. Those things take time, and so when it's in the reverse, it's just very much giving me like you're trying to rush something. Again, this period is all about you being in flow, okay? Being the receiver. Empress and the Strength card is standing strong on your throne. And I think the last reading I did for you was don't step off of your throne, right? There's something about you, Leo, really embodying the energy of an Empress. And that goes for my divine masculines as well, right? The Emperor and the Empress have already won the battle to sit upon that throne, right? They are all the kings and the queens of the deck. They do not need to be out with knights and pages and whatever and out in the streets, basically, with the rest of us. So I'm getting a sense here of someone just needing to be patient with their transformation. Your future position of the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Be cognizant. Spirit is like telling me, like, asking the question, like, what lies are you telling yourself? What lies are you telling yourself at this time that keep you in a fixed perspective and hinder your growth? The Hermit reverse and the Hanged Man in the upright or the hangman reverse, which is the hangman standing up, is not being able to see, what is it, the trees from the clouds from the trees or something like that. You get what I'm saying, where your perspective is this way when it needs to be this way, right? And I'm getting that very heavy off of the Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords that's in the reverse. It's like Ace of Swords in the reverse is like there's not mental clarity, right? It could also be lies and deceit. But for me, especially standing next to this Nine of Wands, it's the ways that we get in our own way to keep us moving forward. The Nine of Wands is a card of hope, right? Although he is wounded, because this is the Wounded Warrior card, he has hope. He's holding the Ace of Wands, and the idea is that he's going to go off on his next adventure, right? Next to this Ace of Swords reverse is like there is something keeping you, some sort of mental fog, which don't be surprised at. It's not surprising because Neptune is in retrograde with all the other 5 planets or whatever. And Neptune being in retrograde, and Neptune's retrograde to like December 20th or something like that. Neptune being in retrograde drums up the mental illusions and personal delusions that we have for ourselves. So don't beat yourself up at this time. That's actually the energy that we're in. Expect over the next couple months for things to be a little clearer to you. But just monitor. You don't have to do anything about it, but just monitor the ways in which you deceive yourself, okay? All right, I feel good in that. Again, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest with this Four of Wands, Empress, and the Strength card, and the Chariot being here on the table, I feel confident that Spirit is behind you in this, because those are all major arcana. And this Prince of Wands or Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, that's all about brand new beginnings, and moving forward with bravery and action and spunk and fire, right? Queen of Swords, King of Swords tells me you're being smart about your decisions. The Chariot also says that. So yeah, I feel really, really good in that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some ancestor cards for y'all. They're telling me 3 of them. Ooh, can I get them? I should probably not keep these so far from me, huh, Leo? Okay, let's see. We're going to shuffle these, and then we'll pull 3 ancestor cards. And I'll let you know what Spirit is divinely telling me about each one. That was a little stubborn energy right there. Let's see. Okay. You have the Moon, Mineral, and Grandmother. So the Moon card is all talking about, it doesn't surprise me because remember I was saying, Spirit's asking you to look at the ways in which we self-delude ourselves, lies that we tell ourselves about our own healing and our wounding and the journey that we're on. The Moon is all about cycles, recognizing where you are in a cycle. They want me to tell a story. One of the things that helped me as I was getting over my ex-narc was recognizing my own patterns and my own cycles within relationships, right? So in order to do that, I basically mapped out my life of relationships from the first boyfriend I had in 6th grade, right? All the way to him. And looking at it, seeing the higher perspective, right? Being now in my late 30s and looking at my romantic life from 6th grade to then really helped me see the patterns and the ways in which it also helped me see the patterns in the men that I dated. That was more of an aha moment for me, then because later on I realized how my own self-delusions also contributed to that. Because it's almost like spirit reveals things in layers about ourselves. It's peeling back the onion. And recognizing your cycles helps you with that as well. Before I could turn the mirror, the cosmic mirror, right, back on myself, I had to first take that higher perspective and look at the patterns within my relationships. I hope that makes sense. Mineral and solidness. This is absolutely giving me grounding, especially with this moon card. Moon and minerals and solidness. Really put do some outdoor activities and get your bare feet on the ground, Leo. We are in very heavy Virgo, which is earth energy, right now. And so as you are being divinely guided to be in flow, part of being flow is being one with our planet, right? And so getting your bare feet on the ground and just walking around for a few minutes and grounding yourself is something that I'm hearing very loudly. I'm also getting eating more fruits and vegetables, being more cognizant of the things that we put into our bodies, and anything that is natural and organic will be good for you at this time. But really focus on I am connected and one with the earth. Okay, that is going to help you. That connectedness, that be standing firm. It's going to help you with that whole standing on your throne and be or sitting on your throne and being in flow of Empress energy. But it's also going to help you when you're trying to manifest, right? Being connected to our planet is absolutely necessary when we're trying to call in something grand. The last card I absolutely love. It's the grandmother card. Above it, it says grace. One of the things about grandmothers, when you think typically, grandmothers are very sweet, very caring, very loving. You could do nothing wrong in your grandparents' eyes, right? I'm getting a very heavy sense here. They're showing me that wounded warrior with the Ace of Swords in reverse that's in your future position of having grace and compassion for yourself as you are manifesting, okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to call in, whether it was a new job or a new baby or a new house or a new relationship, right? We have to be gentle with ourselves when things don't necessarily go our way or when we feel like nothing is happening. Here's the thing, when every time that you think nothing is happening, there is something absolutely happening. Another thing that I'm getting off of this grandmother card is for those of you who have had grandmothers pass over to the other side, definitely commune with them. We are we are coming into ancestral energy. The veil is thinning, you know, as we get closer and closer to Halloween. That is when the veil is the thinnest. So anything that you do at this time to communicate with your ancestors, whether that is having an ancestor altar or going to visit graves and, you know, leaving notes or talking to them while you're at the grave, any sort of I want to say donation, but offering that you can give to your ancestors at this time. Actually, what I used to do, or I still do actually, at my ancestor altar, when I feel especially clouded and especially like just not in a good headspace, or even just feeling disconnected from my guides, right? I would go to my ancestor I would go to my ancestor table, leave an offering, and just sit there and meditate, you know, and I would be amazed at the at the ancestors that I am, you know, that would come over and just chat with me and really help me work through a lot of those emotions. And that is where I learned self-grace from, to be honest with you. Our ancestors who have passed over get it, right? They have gone through the trials of life and now they're on the other side. So they also have that higher perspective. And so communing with my ancestors really helped put me in the frame of mind of like, I am okay. No matter what I've done or what I've been through, like, I am okay. And that self-forgiveness and compassion really came from, you know, those who were before me. And so I'm getting that very heavy here, okay, for you guys. if you're interested in ancestor altars, you can just Google it. There's tons of information on online about it. You know, use your discernment because there are some weirdos and stuff. But for the most part, I generally just have like pictures of my ancestors, so a little table where I can leave food that I've made, and incense and little trinkets and stuff of things I know that they liked when they were here, and that generally for the specifically for the entire month of October, that is how I honor my ancestors. But it's something that you can keep going throughout the year. That really, really helps again when I am in a cycle of darkness or I'm in a cycle where I feel clouded. All right, Leo, I feel complete with that reading. Again, this is a general reading, so if you want, you know, a more personal one-to-one reading, I am available. That information will be down in the description box below. If this video resonated, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're already giving a thumbs up, you might as well leave a comment so you can qualify for the giveaway that will be October 1st. Other than that, I will check you guys out another time. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.